How you doing? All right.
They were elected. You got that bar.
Next to it, and not you got that last time, you can't get rid of that.
Steve's here. Right, I'd like to reopen the meeting and get back in session. I'm going to move on from this meeting. Please try and commissioners do it.
Right. Last week in Shirebrook, I attended a meeting with the police commissioner. As a parish councillor, I brought up a couple of items on that. The first one, I expressed my disappointment in the police and what they're doing with parking outside of schools. Initially I brought the problem up about Clowne School. He told me it's a problem all the way across the district. So I said to him, well, what are we going to do? Have we got to wait till there's an injury or a death? And he says no. So I brought him up and let him know that we have got a problem. Everybody in Bolsover district's got a problem. It's somebody's problem. Don't keep sweeping it under the carpet. Let's sort it out. The other one I brought up, my disappointment in the police not attending parish council meetings, police or PCSOs not attending meetings. I've been to a separate parish council meeting than this, Eckington. The police attended, and I know the police attend quite regular. So my point is, the police commissioner has got to look at these problems and address them, because if he doesn't, we've got a big problem. Also, on the parking, it was brought up at Bolsover District Council on the scrutiny committee this week that, yeah, there is a problem. David was there, he knows it was brought up. At the next Bolsover District Council meeting in February, I intend agendaing the item. So that's the one to do with the police commissioner. The police commissioner has been invited by Clowne Community Association, which I am their chairman, and he is going to attend on the 18th of February at the chapel, get the word round and get it out, and let's give him some grief, because he's saying he can hire and fire the chief constable. He's in control. Yet there's problems happening with social behaviour all the way across the district. In Clowne there's problems, he knows about it. People phone up the police, get no response. So like I say, I went to the meeting, I expressed my dissatisfaction in the parking problem, and my dissatisfaction in the police not attending these meetings. It's all right sending pieces of paper in telling us what the problems are and what's happened. We need to be able to talk to them. So that is my point on that one.
Yeah, just going on to that, police attending meetings, I actually contacted the police through their Facebook page to say, would you be prepared to come to a parish council meeting to talk about speeding? And they said, absolutely, just tell us when the parish council meetings are and they'll send an officer.
Well, they knew when tonight's meeting were,
Yeah. Okay.
and there's other meetings go off in this village, the police are invited, and they don't come, so where we're getting from, yeah.
Just going back to the parking outside schools, on one of the scrutiny panels that I'm on at BDC, I had a meeting today, and Bolton District Council are actually rolling out a programme across the district, because it's obviously an issue, parking outside of schools. And they're going to, it'll be initially, one school at a time, but it's going to be enforcement officers that are there in the morning and at pick up to ensure that everything runs smoothly. And that's something that BDC are trialling at the moment throughout the district.
Yeah, that's fine. If we all sing from the same hymn sheet, we're going to get something done here. But like I say, yeah, that's what Hartley says and what I say. Just turn up on the 18th of this month at the chapel and confront the police. Well, that's a bit too much. Yeah.
Time. Thank you.
It's the time, 7 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock on the 18th.
The Methodist Church.
Yeah.
Item F, village cost.
Right, as you know, last November, the village cross, one of the bollards did its job. It stopped a car hitting the village cross. It actually overturned the car in the road. I've been in touch with Steve all the week, and I've put him on to Chris McKinney and the conservation officer. Thanks to Steve, Steve's been working with the conservation officer, and he's been telling what to do or what steps to take, because that bollard is still missing at the minute, and that bollard saved a 500-year-old structure from being hit. We don't want that structure to be hit, because you can't go on eBay and buy a 500-year-old column. You've got to get that cross protected. So my point is, Steve's working with the conservation officer. I brought it up with Chris McKinney, and hopefully it doesn't get hit before we put the bollard back in the road. So my point is, fingers crossed that the village cross will be safe.
Does that go for the bridge? No, on Station Road, yeah.
No, the point I'm putting is about the cross. It's same, I suppose, with the bridge. It's just people speeding, but the one point is that the cross is the second oldest standing structure in Clowne. Parts on it date back to the 11th century. Just thanks to Steve. Yeah, go on, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. What Councillor Bailey says is correct. I've met with the Conservation Officer at Bolton District Council. She's been very helpful. She sent me loads of information. She even sent me paperwork when the conservation scheme was done around the village cross originally. The organisation or company that did it was the National Stone Centre at Wirksworth, because it has to be a particular type of stone. And obviously the stonemasons did the bollards, if you see, they're quite a unique shape. We've still actually got the bollard, Whether it's reusable, I don't know, but I'm pursuing an insurance claim. I've submitted that claim on my return. It's been acknowledged. I'm just sort of liaising with the insurers about specific incident details. We have to do that because I would assume that we'll be able to recover the costs of resetting and all the traffic management around resetting that from the third party involved in the collision. So that's all in hand. Obviously, I'll report back once I know a little bit more, but that's one that I've dropped onto straight away because I was conscious that it was November when the incident happened and the insurers wouldn't be too happy if we left it much longer.
So like I say, I'd like to thank Steve for what he's been doing, and if we can get that bollard back in ASAP, it needs doing, because like I say, it's part of our history, that cross, and it needs doing. Thanks Steve for all the hard work.
Well, thank you.
So item G, HMS Britomart.
Right, my point on this one is, this is 2 points, this. The Britomart plaque was in the possession of Clowne Parish Council. It was removed from the possession of Clowne Parish Council by a member of the public. The point is that the Britomart plaque was paid for in 1940, the Britomart hull was paid for in 1941 when it was Clowne Rural District Council. So the people of Clowne purchased a hull of a minesweeper which was tragically sunk towards the Second World War. So Clowne Rural District Council bought it. What Bolsover District Council are saying, because they took the Clowne Rural District Council over, it's their possession, that's to be decided. But what my other point is, how they got possession of that plaque. That plaque was taken out of possession of Clowne Parish Council by a third body. What I'm asking the council is to get in touch with Bolsover District Council, whoever they decide to get in touch with, and talk to us about returning the plaque to Clowne Parish Council and putting it somewhere in this centre on show, because like I say, where they intend putting it on show in the conference room, only certain people are going to see it. I'm like, I keep repeating myself, it was paid for by the people of Clowne, and it belongs to Clowne. Bolsover District Council say it belongs to them. What I'm asking is, can we get in touch with them and talk to them and stop this happening? Something's got to be sorted. David?
Barbara also paid for it as well.
Barbara?
Barbara.
I think you'll find, I'm not calling you a liar, but if you I'm not,
It's a good job.
I'm not calling nobody a liar, but if you look, I've got the paper cutting from the Derbyshire Times, how much was raised by Clowne Rural District Council of people.
Which was Barbara was included in that. So they contributed as well.
Natalie?
I mean, I know Steve's going to comment, but when you when we were discussing the City Council, when Dan Swain was there, he actually did say that it is the property of Bolsover District Council, and as it stands, it's actually on the wall in the main council chamber with the other crests.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
Well, they're saying it's their.
It is still in Clowne.
They're saying it's their property, but
It is, because the rural became BDC, so it is technically their property.
they overtook the assets, the land. They didn't overtake the minor piece. But like I say, they got the plaque by foul means. They should have come to us as a parish council and asked for us to return it, not to send an ex-councillor.
Alan?
Well, not to send somebody to get it by foul means and take it out of our possession.
Your opinion, is it?
Yeah, that's my opinion, yeah. So like I say, what I'm asking is for the parish council to get in touch with Dan Swain, the chief executive, and let's talk about it. And maybe one thing on this is, okay, then let Bolsover District Council have it for 6 months. Let Clowne Parish Council have it for another 6 months. They're saying it's their property, I'm saying it's our property. Let's just try and solve the problem because
It is up in Clowne.
it's in Clowne, yeah, but it's in Bolsover District Council's offices where,
And I'm going to
Yeah, go on, carry on.
you have got some
Yeah.
correspondence with this.
Yeah, I was dealing with this, Chair, before I went off. That's the flag. It's probably about that big. There were 3 plaques owned by Bolsover District Council, Clowne Rural District, Blackpool Rural District, and Bolsover Urban Town Council. So there are 3 plaques. The district council, those 3 district councils formed Bolsover District Council in 1974. So all the 3 plaques from those previous bodies, all the assets and the liabilities passed over to Bolsover District Council in 1974. And so they are the responsibility and custodianship of Bolsover District Council. There's 2 others as well, because Clowne Rural District was obviously Clowne, Whitwell, Balborough and Cresswell. So that was one rural district, and then so you've got Blackwell, which is South Normanton, Peakston and Tipshelf, and then you've got Bolsover, which is Bolsover, I think, Shirebrook as well. So they all formed Bolsover District Council in 1974, and those 3 rural districts each had a plaque, and they then subsumed into Bolsover and became Bolsovers. And I used to work for Bolsover District Council. I can say that they used to be at the council on the wall. I think when you moved, they got took down. So that's what I found out. They're saying that they're theirs and they're on display in that municipal office. Whether you want me to do any more about it, but that's what they're saying. That's what the research I've found out for you.
what I'm asking is, the way they went about getting it, the way they went about getting it was totally wrong. They didn't approach this parish council and ask for its return. I would have had nothing against that. It's how they sent somebody in to get it back and then take it. To me, it's theft, but that's my personal opinion. And like I say, if we can talk to Bolsover Council and say, look, let's have a compromise here. Let's have it 6 months a year each, and then there's a compromise. You've got ex-servicemen in this village that are concerned about it. Yeah, I could talk all night.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that we've spent more time now talking about plaque than we've spent talking about speeding and antisocial behaviour and dogfowl we've put together. The plaque's up in Clowne. I don't see why it makes a difference who owns it. And I propose that we just leave it as it is now and let it lie. It's up in Clowne, it's owned by Bolsover Council. Why does it make a difference if it's owned by Clowne Parish Council or Bolsover District Council?
Like I said,
that's my proposition.
Like I said, I'm not being funny. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. But my heritage is Clowne. I don't know if your heritage is Clowne. My ancestors would have donated to the buying of that hall.
Hang on a second, we're still talking about it.
We've got a motion.
No, we're still talking about it. Yeah, we're still discussing it.
Just like I did say that Balborough also paid for it, and a few outlying areas did pay for that. It wasn't just Clowne Village itself. So in terms of who actually paid for it, I think you're wrong in just saying it's Clowne. It's not.
And the facility restored it was Leslie Bay, which is owned by Bolsover District Council.
The Britomart was
Right. If this is a suggestion, can you work with Steve? Come up with an idea how to resolve this and bring it back to council?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
taking too much time.
Okay, I'll withdraw my motion next to work with Steve and bring it back to council. But I just think we're spending too much time talking about plaque when there's much more important stuff happening in the village.
Let's talk about it.
So theft from the parish council.
Yeah, Alan, right. So, right, I'm going to move on. Moving on now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, he asked you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So do we need a motion for that? Or you're just going to
Yeah.
report back? Yeah.
I'll report back and the motion on.
Right, Clerk's report review of outstanding matters. These were raised last council meeting, but we didn't have all the information.
First, we just put a report out, we put all of them then attached to the minutes. So that everybody's updated and that'll always be till tomorrow morning.
Is everyone okay with that?
Just certain items, like it's been brought up tonight, about the Facebook page, the Clowne Facebook page. We've talked about this since May. We do not have a Clowne public forum, a Clowne Parish Council public forum every Saturday. I'd just like to ask when it's going to start.
This Saturday.
It's starting this Saturday, that's tomorrow, between 10 and 12. Right, that's fine. And all the parish councillors are going to work together as a parish council.
Yeah.
Right then, tomorrow morning between 10 and 12, I'll be here to answer any questions.
Was it being held here or up at the Arm?
It's going to be held here, it's a
Yeah.
parish council one. It'll be parish council,
Council surgery.
parish council surgery.
Right, correspond. Do we get a motion? No, so action.
What councillors are attending? Was it just yourself?
No, it's
And it's open to everybody.
It's open to all the parish councillors, but we need more than one parish councillor. You need at least 2 parish councillors in attendance, so that everything's done above board. So I will attend in the morning, and hopefully another parish council will attend with me.
I think you're attending that, yes, sir.
No, they said I wasn't aware of it.
I thought you were on Facebook with it. Sorry. That's the whole thing.
I wasn't aware.
So in future weeks then, it's a weekly thing. In future weeks, we're going to work together, because we're being asked to work together. We're going to work together every Saturday morning as a parish council to put a surgery on in this building to listen to what the parishioners want us to do.
We need to decide who's going to come then, so that we know there's more than one person just turning
Well, we need more than one, so yeah.
We did discuss it at last
Yeah.
parish
Yeah.
council meeting, didn't we? I mean,
Yes.
we debated whether or not,
Nothing was agreed, was it?
no, nothing was agreed. We did debate whether or not we were going to have 2 councillors or 3 councillors on, just in case we had 2 cases come in and a third floating in between to ensure safety. We didn't actually agree any dates. I know you had something fixed in already because of the coats and such like. So tomorrow we're going to kick it off. Yeah.
That's organising, you see.
Yeah, the room's booked, yeah, well, sorry to stand.
Yeah.
So it's yourself, Alan. And
I'll be here with any other parish council that will attend with me. Like I said, we need 2 at least.
And back to district council.
Well, I'll be there.
Yours right there.
I'll be there when the district council and the parish council. Well, it's nothing to do with
Let's just sort numbers out.
It's, let me answer Natalie's question. It's nothing to do with Anne Weston. Anne Weston is a county councillor. She has her own meetings at the Ark. What I'm talking about is a parish council surgery here for the parish, for the parishioners to
But a
come.
lot of the questions that parishioners brought here and could answer if she was after the surface issues.
Yeah, but she's got her own meeting. She's got her own surgery.
Alan, I'll do it here tomorrow.
there you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
Right, are you happy with that?
And that's called working together.
What's time?
Chair, may
10 till 12.
Chair, may I propose that we get a rota together for all councillors to actually
Yeah.
subscribe to?
Yeah.
So that they can make
I'll
sure
put an
it's-
email out to everybody, Chair.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sharon.
Right, item 12, correspondence received by the council for information.
Yeah, just quickly, Chair,
We should do these, I think.
yeah, I will do. As you know, the council agreed to have one of these clothing, textile recycling bins. I think it was the previous council. It's out in the car park. In the time that it's been there, in 2019, they've collected 770 kilograms of textiles, and what they do is they wash and recycle and sell those, and it gets put towards the fundraising efforts of the local ambulance service, so it's a fantastic cause. But they've kept in touch with us, because obviously we agreed, as the previous council agreed to cite this, so that's that. The Retro Gaming Festival, we tried one in 2019. The person organising that is trying it again, because it was reasonably successful. 28th, 29th of March. It's open from 12 midday on the Saturday until 11 at night, and then from 10 AM till 6 on the Sunday, so I will have to publicise, I'm just letting you know. Clowne Gala have notified us of the date of the gala for 2020, Saturday the 11th of July, 11 Wild Fruit. You did give them some support funding last year, and they've given me a report. I will, with your indulgence, I'll just circulate that rather than go through it, so the members can read it at their own leisure. But so that's that. And then I've also had an update on Coal Light Regeneration project.
Can you send all this information out to the council and to be prepared?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's that one.
Right, item 14, planning applications made under the Town Country Plan Act.
We've got 13.
13, sorry.
Yeah.
Correspondence received by council, hang on, that's council for decision.
Yeah. I think I sent this out as well to everybody. But we've had an application in from the Clowne and Barbara Walking Group. You've funded them in 2019. I think you gave them £250 to help run the subsidised walking sessions. They run a number of sessions throughout the year, both local and wider afield. Obviously, the thought process as last time with it helps with obviously community spirit, but also it's a way of normally active people sort of getting involved in healthy activities. They have asked for funding again for a programme in 2020. And they're looking for £250. So they had one last year, but we're looking for a grant. There is enough money in the budget, Chair, if you so wish.
They've had one bite at cherry and whatnot. Do we say to them, come back to us a little? Because if we start handing them another 250, another group along the line that hasn't even had one chance, there may not be any funds left for them to have one chance. This group has had one chance, so my point is, do we say, if you have one chance, can we let other people that haven't had any chance have a go?
That's a decision of the council.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think it's a good thing, it's good for the community, and it's good, I mean, I'm guessing this happens in the daytime as well, so it's good for socialising purposes as well, for people that probably don't get to socialise, so I think that we should support.
No, the point is they've had one go. I agree with what you say, but they've had one go, and there's people out there that haven't had a go yet.
Do we limit it, but we can limit it to more than one group of people, can't we? We can just, because they've had a go, surely they're not stopping somebody else from having a go, aren't they? How many people do we support?
But when the funds have run out, that's it, isn't it?
No, but the funds haven't run out, the funds are there, and it does support people that are on the road,
Yeah.
that need.
Well, that's for the council. That's just my own personal opinion. It's for this council to decide. You might say, Alan, you're totally wrong, yeah.
May I suggest a halfway house that we continue to support them this year, but we actively use the clerk possibly to actually support them to look for community funding from other bodies that can actually, they can put a funding bid into.
There's actually a group set up in the RSVP also for the map pointing in that direction. Is there anything in grant criteria that they can't apply for us?
No.
So there's,
They can
Chair, there's DCC have got £500 for a community project.
Just check
Doing
with
activity and that kind of thing, so.
I think there's nothing stopping them.
No, there's nothing, and the exclusions, there's nothing stopping them applying for a second application. It's in your gift to, so
Is
yeah.
it Clowne and Balborough
Yeah.
working group?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you applied to Balborough for anything?
Because Balborough have the fund,
Yeah.
and if I remember rightly, when they got it last time, that was said that Clowne will give them 250, and I think Balborough was going to give them, because they've also got the fund.
I think the costs are quite significant because you like pay for sort of transport,
Yeah,
where we go
yeah,
away,
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you know, even if it was 250 from the Clowne pot and
Yeah.
250 from the Balborough pot, you know, it doesn't buy you too many coaches, doesn't it? It is a year programme, it's not just a one-off
Yeah, we
event.
do local walks,
We do local as well as
Yeah.
go further afield.
but several times a year they get a minibus.
Yes, yeah, or a bus, depending
Oh,
on,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd like to propose that we continue to support them in this coming year, and I'd also like to propose that we work with them to achieve more funding for them so that they can expand their programme.
Yeah. Councillor Boyd, second.
All in favour? Against? Abstain?
One abstention.
Thank you. There's another application in before.
Whereas then the other one is Clowne in Blue. Just bear with me. This is Clowne in Blue. They are an umbrella organisation, Clowne Community Association, but they obviously are focusing on making the environment of Clowne better, principally planting of flower beds and helping us with the tiered planters and all of that. They have asked for some funding. They have asked for, well, the cost for what they're proposing is £354.91. They're looking for the council to fund that, or an amount that the council feels comfortable funding.
How much is Wind Farm applications up to?
It says normally up to it says up to 250. So if you wanted to fund more than that, 250 would have to come out of the wind farm, and the difference would have to come out of Section 137 grant funding, which
You've
is
got to put another application in the money, because this is for Wind Farm, but we can't get too.
well, I mean, if you wanted to, you can do it like that, but if you wanted to deal with it in one go in terms of efficiency and dealing with the issue, then
We can only pay 250.
out of the wind farm, but
Yeah.
137 money.
But in that separate issue. I'm concerned that we.
No, the funding is, I don't think you need a separate application, because it's only going to say the same thing, isn't it? It's only going to say we want some money and we want, you know, the difference. Which will be only £4.92.
I think we need, well, my view of it is we need an agenda item to spend any 137 money. But if it's every okay,
Well,
we can do that.
I think you can. I think you've already got it at the end.
Sorry, Chair, the thing says they're looking for a grant of £250 on the application. It's they're looking for £250. I think
I met with the group this week, and they amended that to 354.
okay.
I'd like to motion that we give them £250 and then add it to an agenda item on the next available agenda for the rest of the money, because they do a fantastic job with that.
I'll second.
I'll do it.
So just so you're clear of the motion, to agree out of the wind farm 250, and then to consider a section 137 application at the next meeting for the difference. Yeah.
We'll settle for 250, we'll settle for 200, anything.
No.
Can I just,
Down there.
Excuse me. Alan?
as I've been given a dispensation to talk, I would just like to say we give this money to Clowne in Bloom, because like I say, they're doing a brilliant job, they're making the village look tidy and everything, so there shouldn't be no argument. They're doing a great job, let's give them the money, and that's my point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we need to vote on that, 250. So it's 250 out of the wind farm, and then consideration of the additional funding at the next meeting out of section 137 grant funding.
And that was proposed in our
I've got a
second.
move and a second, and we need to vote.
Alright.
All in favour?
You can carry.
Item 14, planning applications made under the Town and Country Planning Act.
Yeah, write it down, but I'll be leaving the room because I've got I sit on planning at Bolton Council.
I have got one more under that item, Chair.
So, absolutely,
Hang on, wait.
what, floodlights?
There's two. There's floodlights and then there's
Yeah, if we,
I'll do it as quick as I can for efficiency.
we have all values to do, haven't we, so we know what's happening.
Yeah. Clown Comets, as you know, run a number of junior teams from under 9s all the way up to under 18s. They have moved last year to Villa Park, and all of the teams are now based out there. We've got 3 pitches. So, you know, it's good for the community, good for the centre. They do regular training nights, and obviously, unfortunately, the season runs through the darker nights, and sometimes they've had to not do training because it's quite dark up there. So, the FA do these portable floodlights, and they've asked whether we would contribute towards, you know, paying for some.
So that's what's up.
What is the cost of them?
£1,650.
How much? Good.
Is that right? No, sorry. I apologise, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. No, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. It doesn't say.
No, it's not giving me the price.
Well, can I suggest when we find a price out, we make a decision?
Yeah.
We can't make a decision without knowing a price.
Yeah, I know that.
David?
Yeah, we use these BBC bring them, which we use in the school playing ground for the Barber Youth Club. And yeah, it consists of that, and you need a battery pack. But I would say for a large area, you're going to need maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure how big an area they're wanting to light up, but it doesn't cover that big an area. Because, and as I say, and then you've got a battery pack for each.
Just on the comments that Councillor Dixon's made, should we actually look at putting some permanent floodlights in that area, because it is an area that is used a lot by football teams, so it would benefit all the football teams that use it, really. So is it something that's...
I mean, if you're talking about just like your big sort of spots that you put on your, you know, like your intruder spots on something like that, rather than pop floodlights on the building, yeah, you could do that.
Shall we deal with
Help
the general
security.
outstanding? So let's
Yeah.
deal with them and then we'll discuss it further, but that's the agenda item, so let's stick to that. If not put a price, can we send a letter back,
Yeah,
want more information?
yeah, and then I'll bring it to the
We
next
can't
one.
make a decision till we've
No,
got a
so
price.
thank you for that. One more,
I
Steve?
probably- Yeah, Festival of Brass. The organiser, Carol Crompton, who's been running this for a number of years, they look like they're going to move this year from Clowne Heritage to Shirebrook School. In the past, this has been supported and subsidised by Clowne Parish Council, Cresswell Parish Council and Shirebrook Town Council, and they're asking whether, because they need to start planning this thing, whether we would be able to offer the same level of support as in 2019, which is £1,650 plus a member of staff, essentially all day, to help with car parking and general management. That they're pushing us for a decision. I said, look, we've got a budget meeting, we've got a meeting tonight. what to bring it.
I went last year, it's an absolutely amazing thing. It's massive, it is massive. I'm concerned that because we've now moved out of Clowne, we're responding